Abusia for me ma obi bia kwa bason kwa ba possible TV GH ndi kwan so we a news update ne dey eba be so mo na nsan e be ka kweti ne ndi kwan so onya subscribe to channel ya e be so be jebre no ahwe video no hwe na like wa comment wa subscribe we ya no wa so ama oni bi so nya videos ni bi ahwe yenko ne kweti nseme wo
na me mu na bi na me kan but obi ye mu bi no so ye de akukudro gina mu bi pa in the run up to 2016
yes
no creating yamianim to sit in front of the cameras and also to face the media scrutiny. Na elections, leading youth, no. Sabe, Oma no mo contest na me wo fe bianka. Me busu ni bianka. But I believed and shared in the values of the party. Inti mo amu ni mentam kesi kopie Supreme Court. Manoko yi meka. Me survive or just about an hour. Na no na enough. We use small TV. Ebi all nante from here to here. We also we dey twemu 2 steps. Na your big screen na bon say me bear 7 steps. But me and me gino dey say more than 30 steps. And let me pay glowing tribute to the former Supreme Court Judge Justice Atugu. But mami home a real size 47. And now for somebody to sit there when it mattered most to defend his party's position and resolve for 8 months continuously. And Openi facing NDC legal team, and Nyemre, Ura Chachuchikata, Ura Tony Lita, deadly combination with Basit Bamba. For 8 months, he never lost his cool. He had his composure and defended the NPP's position. I think that his expose, revelation, presentation, and delivery at the landmark Supreme Court case, it marked the turning point in the NPP's electoral operations, because it was clear, say, Ghana for Betty as what really happens on the pink sheet, on the face of the pink sheet. So if you ask me, I think Bawumia did NPP a lot of good by helping all of us, even as young Ghanaians, to understand what happens in the electoral process. But let me also state that my advice to him would be that NPP there, for everything we compete. Moshe, this is a party, a polling station elections. We beat me the chairman so could be high court. So meaning that if you're throwing me on cast of let me be very honest, he hasn't declared so but if he decides to go, I don't think say he should expect say
walking.
No, apart from walking he is going to be grilled. Sana party with here. And you have people can also make an industry out of the propaganda may also push against you. And he's also competing against very strong and capable people in the party. Very strong and capable. Ufa Obiti said the former Greek minister. Obiti said the former trade minister. Ufa Obiti said, wow, yeah, I mean, you know, funny and you have penny. Oh boy. They already just 2-3 days ago. Oh, I know a frame I can judge. But that's the beauty of it. So now, Ufa Obiti said, very knowledgeable person, the former energy minister, and me also know my former boss, the former general secretary of the NPP, Ura Japan, Kala, and then Kasa, no, so I'm saying weekend, just 2 days ago. And then
Joe
Gatti, me also so big Joe, so my paddy, or no paddy, who be a paddy. Is somebody I may call a card or crime or cotton home sudi, just like a compreco. Oma me nam kroma as a common edemi am friend, so if I'm caught now, me didn't know the matter, so I know you're okay. But these are very strong people and stalwarts of the party. And so I believe, say, even though all these are very strong and great men of our party, at this point in time, Mimi Jidise, and looking at where we also want to go, and also breaking the aid. Politics is about strategy, and I believe, say, party but as we speak, the NPP is in conclave. Our National Council meeting. Sebe Odo any boy I'm a woman no station to me and council because I'm a member of the National Council. Now I just hope say whatever be the case and I'm the way beba. And I believe that for these values, the virtues of the vice president of his sacrifices is sumo and also even at a time as a young man with a young family. Charlie at almost the peak of his career as an economist. He left the central bank. It be here politics. Emmanuel Sem. Opening first time I'm fat. Was any Juma for Mentia Menya and say the boss of San Freno. The second time of Nanado Danko Kufuado. So Mahmoud Sambe Boami Sata no African Development Bank was also Ejay Jumano Samba. And then again the third time. So clearly, or also so from the SO to me, and also the contributions that I've heard people and the testimony. And interestingly, if you ask me, even though he's a practicing Muslim, he's extremely tolerant and very accommodating. I've seen almost all church programs are being invited. He goes to support the Christian community. Last time, say at Ayen Swano, where you had the Presby Church, Kazombesi School, at the amount Mofre water deprived area. He said so, and also contribution towards the development of the church and the growth of Mofre. He's helping. Look at Weja Leprosarium, Father Campbell Foundation. I love people who embark on charity. And that's why I keep saying, someone are very strong men. But I believe that we should know there's a primus inter pares. But
here as a party.
Yeah, I think so.
How about those who have said, and I think you mentioned the point, only needing why he wants to be president.
So that was one. He says of creating that future of opportunities for the young people. And then again, lastly, he also believes that with a coordinated effort, we can build a strong, resilient country. A bit Myanmar, Ghana, so I formidable.
But there are those who would say, these are things he can do now as the number 2 man in charge or a vice president for crying out loud. And then on team in I just obey president and away.
I mean, first of all, I'm sure you are not asking me as spokesperson of the vice.
Oh, no. But as somebody who believes in him.
Yes, I mean, I think so. With that conversation, and it was, in fact, playing the devil's advocate, was something that I also asked him. Say, now what are those who say, he's not the person who abandoned his government or party when there are difficult times. Together with his boss, they've championed lots of projects and initiatives. Now, yentam kesi abeto kwemu, and you'll be and you're no critique. But these are external factors. A buy be derail your effort. So many disruptions in the global order. But that notwithstanding, when there are good times, Ubia say you're collective. But when there are bad times, and so that is why I say the loyalty to the party and government for me is key. The sacrifices that, from my understanding and what I see, or also contribution to that. And then that inclusion, the politics of inclusion that I have seen him and seen people of diverse background, religious, across the divide, the politics across the divide, and the things that I have seen him do. But this will remain my opinion.
Yeah, I know your opinion.
This will remain my opinion. Yeah. But if the NPP eventually says, he wants to throw his...
declare that one you support him.
Until says, oh, no, better no, so say, party, Evans, Omahina Abuja, or say, Adeshiamra, Sebonia Abuajem Quantum.
Yes.
Until also the share. No, this NPP name on my and I do also bet me a Genamobia. I think he can give it a good shot. And I think that if Ghana NPP Shano, not Ghana Shanoa, he can make a fine president. And people have, and people who try to stoke the religious, is very interesting.
Yeah, some say, Cremoni said Yawokano, but because of politics and voting, Tina, or associate a lot more with Christian.
Genuine. That's one thing I see. And Obia, there's nothing there for vote. You can see. Now, no bear for vote or a fair weather friend. When it's not there, there's no relationship. I can say, my steady papa, and way back. I think his strongest point too is his meekness and humility. He loves people. And he's very warm. There's somebody I wish I know. Oh, hey, Sammy, let's say, How's it going? Then he born come and the one for so the show, and now he embraces people of all faith. What fact is Senegal? Senegal power Google more population is over 90% Muslim. Are you aware?
Yes.
The Christians are, if not less than 10%. But they elected Macky Sall, who is a Christian, as president. We'll call where is it? Is it Guyana? Guyana, like this, is 99%, I think, Christian. But almost 1%. One was a 4%. They elected. So it's about the quality that the person brings to the table. In Nigeria today, they've elected 2 Muslim as president and vice. It's the times and the dynamics. I think I will not judge you by your faith or the content of your faith, but I'll judge you by the character and what you bring to the table. I can't for baby say and you be ni obi. You will have people like you will know them. As a Sunipano or you also will have people like but to be a bit me as so. And I think that the NPP, they are blessed to have some of these great men. I think all those going. Don't have a lunch matter like this. A very solid candidate. Another great candidate. Maybe a campaign 2020. Or more year campaigns will be per vice and a complex. Because I was crisscrossing. And in 2016 the same. 2012 the same. We shall we one. Monte Brenny Bill. Ken is part, Bawumia is part. Inti, one more boss amping for win now. One more in a film. And likewise, all the others, what I said, a serious brain. Strong man, me offer.